So I have a fall look for you all. I asked you guys on my Instagram what you guys wanted to see next, and I got literally the majority of them were fall. So I was like, why not get into the spirit? October is right around the corner, so I just wanted to do something super basic, just stick to the golds and the browns and a little bit of a berry look. I hope you guys learned even just one thing from this video. I appreciate you guys so much for the love and support, especially the people who shoot me DMs, who repost, you know, my channel and all of that stuff. Thank you so much. And to all of my new subscribers, I hope you guys enjoy my channel. I am here to bring a little bit of me, and I hope a little bit of me is fun, exciting, whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna stop all this rambling and get right into the video. I think I'm gonna go with this palette today. This is a Warrior by Juvias. I feel like this just screams fall. Golds, we're gonna go for something super basic. I'm gonna start off by pulling my hair back, of course. This is like an important step. We're gonna go ahead and start off by priming the lids, of course, with my NYX, and just applying that all over my lid. So what I'm thinking about doing is doing like one voiceover, one like talk through video, one voiceover, one talk through, just to kind of get the feel of both. And some people don't like to sit through like 20-minute videos, they like it quick, so that's what the voiceovers would be for. And then for those that just want to take it easy, relax, then that will, well, these will be for them. We're just gonna play. This is my first time using this one, so hopefully it's better than the last one I used, which was a third. Juvia's palette is the third, because I have all, well, I don't have all, but I have 4 of them. So I have this one, I haven't used this one. The Warrior 2, I haven't used this one. The Tribe, I love this one. And then the last one was number 3. This one was okay. Some of the colors were pigmented, some of them were not. But yeah, for today, this is the one. So I'm gonna start off by setting my primer, and I'm using this middle shade right here, just to set everything up. I know I normally use the one from the Morphe, but this one's pretty close in color, so why not give it a go? What I want to do, I think we're just gonna start off by taking the brown shade, which is this one right here, just to have a transition color. I feel like whenever you don't know what you want to do, start off with a transition color just to kind of get the ball rolling. Hopefully this doesn't jingle. Hold on, I'm gonna tuck in this thing because I don't want it to jingle. And yeah, just packing that color on. I'm not gonna lie, it's like 100 degrees out there. I just want to give you guys the full fantasy of fall, but I'm burning up in here. So I'm taking that color just on the top portion here, and then I like to put it in here just to define like the bridge of the nose a little bit and to widen the eyelid. So I feel like if you have pretty small eyelids, this trick will kind of benefit you a little bit. But yeah, I just like it to look a little bit deeper on there, and just blending everything in. I think I'm just gonna work with one eye today and then do the other eye off camera, just so I can really focus. And like I said, I don't know what I'm doing yet, so we're just gonna take it easy. So next, I think I'm gonna just get right into it. I'm gonna use this color right here, just like a dark chocolate brown. It's actually a really pretty brown. And for that, I think I'm gonna take just a smaller brush. I mainly use fluffy brushes, like I said in my first video. All of my brushes are from Amazon. It's nothing too crazy. And I'm just putting that in the corner, the outer corner here, packing it on, blend it out a little bit. I feel like with this brand, certain colors are better than others, but for the price, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. So I'm going back in with that first color just to blend in the darker brown. So just make sure you kind of switch off. I go back and blend a lot even when I think it's good. It's really not until your arm falls off. Just really packing that color. The dark brown's a little bit harder to work with, so I'm doing my best, but let's see. And then I feather it out. You see how it looks kind of patchy right here? It is what it is. Sorry if it was a little bit too bright for you guys. So my brow bones are a little bit different. I feel like this one is a little bit lower. I have a scar right here, so it sags a little bit more. And so I have to bring the eyeshadow a little bit higher than I do this one. But if you, obviously not everyone's eyes are perfectly symmetrical. And if you deal with that too, treat your eyes completely different. You know, don't do what you do for one eye on the other eye if they're clearly a different shape, because then I feel like the eyeshadows start to look a little bit more uneven, if that makes sense. Because if I followed this eye, I would look like a clown, because this would go all the way up here and then this one would just kind of look normal. But I don't have a symmetrical face, so I have to treat everything differently as far as the eyes go. So I'm just taking, again, this lighter shade just to blend all of the top stuff out. I feel like it just cleans everything up. I always work with just a nude type of color. I feel like this is not fall enough for me, so I'm gonna go back to my baby, of course. I just wanted to try using a different palette because I'm gonna annoy you guys with this palette. I truly am. But I'm just taking, of course, my favorite orange color here. Just gonna orange it up, because obviously when I think fall leaves, orange, Halloween, and it was just giving me too much of a neutral color for me. That's a little bit better. A little bit more orangey. I'm just gonna use that color from that palette. You don't have to, you can stick to just the palette. It's not a big deal, but I just needed something a tad bit more orange. And now I'm gonna go ahead and conceal it. I'm using the Juvias one here. I love it. I just got it a little bit too light, so I don't really use it as a concealer. And then I'm just taking a Morphe brush here. I'm just gonna create like a cut crease. So as you can see, I just put a dab of concealer on there, and now I'm gonna try dragging it. My eyelids are a little bit wrinkly, so I feel like holding it just helps me out. And then I like to look up just to make sure I have it as high as I can. Because if you put it a little bit too low and then you look up, you're gonna get concealer over all of your eyeshadows. So you're better off just taking a safety measure. I try and be really precise with this part here, but it's tricky. I also like working, like pulling it down, because I feel like it creates this part a little bit more, how would I say it? What's the word? More of a straighter line, I guess. Bringing it down, and then right here. I kind of do like dabbing motions towards the end, so that it can blend with this a little bit better. And then again, I used the darker brown brush, but I didn't put any more product. I'm just gonna blend that into the concealer. Now pick up more product, the darker brown still, and put that in the corner, because you want the corner to be the most intense area. So put all the product there, and then you just want to drag any extra stuff back. For some reason this brown is just, it's giving me a hard time. It's giving me a hard time. But we are no quitters. So yeah, I'm just taking this color and I'm just blending in that darker brown, and then I'm going over the concealer a bit just so it can stand out a little bit more. And this is why I bring it all the way back here, because I try and make this part a little bit wider And it's all just an illusion, you know. I already have pretty big eyelids, but sometimes I want them to look a little bit more exaggerated. I think that looks okay. Not great, but great. Not great, but great. I can't speak again. Taking the brush that we use a lighter shade with no extra products. It's just to blend everything in. So now for the inner corner, I know I want to use one of these shimmery shades. I just don't know which one. I think I'm gonna do the gold. Oh well. I'm just gonna use another regular flat brush and take this upper color right here and just pack that on. You know what I'm gonna do actually? Before I do that, I'm gonna set it with this lighter one here. And I'm going to use another flat brush just to set the concealer and so that the shimmery shade could stand up. You could leave it like this if you wanted to. If you just wanted something simple, no shimmer, then this is the end of the road for you. This is why I love using flat brushes, because then you can just angle them this way and I feel like it blends it a little bit better. So now we can go with the other color and just pack that on. It's a pretty nice gold. And then one more time I'm going in with the darker brown. Well, actually I'm gonna mix both of them. So I'm gonna mix both of those and then pack that. You don't want to blend too much because then the shimmer is going to catch onto your brush and your matte eyeshadows won't look matte. And trust me, that makes a difference. So just be careful with that. So far we have something like this. So next I'm just using my e.l.f. liner to line up my upper lash line. The question is, do I want to do eyeliner? I do want to do like a whole separate video on just my eyeliner. So if you guys want to see that, let me know, because it takes me a little while and I feel like I want to dedicate a video just to eyeliner, because I feel like a lot of people I know have a hard time like finding the right shape or the right movement, and so that's why I want to dedicate a separate one to that. For the sake of this video, I think I'm just going to throw on some eyelashes, go about that way. But first I'm going to curl my eyelash. I used this mascara on my last video for the first time and I really liked it, especially to set your, to prime, especially to prep your eyelashes for falsies, because I just want something that lifts my eyelashes but nothing too crazy, because you're gonna put on falsies anyways. And of course bring all my corner lashes inwards and then back upwards. So I'm just gonna let my mascara dry a little bit, do my other eye, and I will be right back. All right, so I'm back. I got my lashes on. I just used this pair from, Amazon. I love getting my eyelashes from Amazon. I feel like you get a lot for, I think these are probably like 10 bucks. And so I will link everything down in the description box, but I just feel like it's just more of a bang for your buck. I think these are pretty cute. They're nothing too crazy. I look so bald without eyebrows. Yikes, big yikes. But we're gonna be on to that next. So again, I'm just using my pomade from e.l.f. I love this stuff. I think it works just as good, if not better, than the Anastasia. Once I found this, I stopped using the Anastasia because it dried out quick. It was pretty expensive, so when you run out, it's like, dang, I gotta spend another 20 bucks, about 20 bucks. This one I think is like 4 bucks. But the only problem is that they don't have that many colors, and the colors they do have are not always all on stock, but it is what it is. I just use a medium one, and I start off at the middle of my eyebrow, and then I just work my way towards the back end there. Like I said, my whole face is just not symmetrical, so I have to treat them a little bit different. And then I start filling in this edge here, and now I'm just making my way to the top. I showed this a little bit in my previous video, but it was a voiceover, so I feel like I might have rushed through it. But then I just make my way towards the top. In total, I probably dip my brush maybe twice, because this stuff is obviously really thick and the little goes a long way. And then once I'm here, I build like a box almost, because I feel like, ooh, my eyebrows aren't long enough. I might have messed up just slightly there, but that's okay. So with this line here, I'm now gonna start just bringing some of that forward and filling in the gap. I don't normally put hella product up top, so. And then we just go ahead and spoolie it out just to blend it as good as possible. So the goal is to not make it, like, not keep the box shape. It's just a little guide to filling in your brows. And then any extra product, I just take it on the brow, filling all the bald spots. Looks pretty okay. I haven't gone to do my eyebrows in so long. I'm struggling. But where I get my eyebrows done is at the mall. And so the mall's open, I think, but that not every store in the mall is open, and my eyebrow lady is closed. So it is what it is. I literally haven't done my eyebrows probably since before the pandemic, which started, like, things started closing at around March. So maybe around like April might have been the last time that I officially went into an eyebrow place to get them done. I can't talk today. I can't talk any day, but whenever I'm doing videos, me not being able to talk is worse. So this eyebrow is a little bit, okay, so this brow, again, this whole eyelid is just like, we just like to stay low. And then this one's like, hey, I'm awake, I got life. So the goal for this eyebrow is always to bring it down slightly. So that's why I work more at the bottom with this eyebrow and I work more on the top with this eyebrow. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Just bring it lower, 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 lower. And I don't even know what's going on with this edge over here. I don't, it's rough. So again, I'm just spooling the front out because you don't want blocky eyebrows. I hate this eyebrow a lot more than I hate this eyebrow. This one I just put up with her, you know? Next, I'm gonna go in and just conceal around my eyebrows. I always use this little palette, like I said, just for the smaller stuff because it's easy to get into rather than concealers like this, because now I have to take it off, get some on the product. I guess it's not much of a difference, right? I'm just lazy. But we're gonna go ahead and clean up the eyebrows. I start at the front and the back. So the goal with all my makeup, I just kind of make it all meet. So the front meets with the back. I don't really just do like one swoop. I'm just bringing it down, but you don't want to bring it down too much, obviously, because you have all of your eyeshadow work. I used to do my eyebrows before, but then I feel like with all the rubbing and the blending, my eyeshadow just didn't look, my eyebrows just didn't look as clean as I wanted them to. And so doing it this way, I feel like they just look brighter, better. And then the same with this eyebrow, I just start off at the end, and this one I do bring all the way forward. I don't know why I do some of the things that I do, but it just helps me out so much. And then I just try and blend it with my finger, but I don't worry too much because I use foundation anyways. cleaning that bad boy. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't use a specific concealer from this palette. Sometimes I'm just like dipping into different stuff. I just realized I get like really quiet when it comes to my eyebrows. You don't want to change your facial expression too much, then you're gonna come out with clown brows. I think I'm done with my eyes, my eyebrows. Next, we're gonna move on to the face, and I'm using this one again. I feel like it might be a little bit too oily for my liking because my skin's pretty like oily to normal, but if I start using really oily products, my skin all of a sudden wants to be full-on oil. So this one was on smooth, but it just like, it isn't sticky enough for me. And I'm gonna go in with my foundation. I used this one in my other video. I said that it was a little bit too dark, and that's true, but with the tan I got going on, it kind of it goes a little bit good together. Again, I just have to make sure to lighten it up with concealers and stuff. So I just put some on the back of my hand, and then I'm just using my brush to blend that in. Yeah, because when I actually looked at myself the other time when I did my makeup and I used this foundation, I was like, it kind of, maybe I'm not used to getting my color when I'm tan, but like I said, this summer I was out in the sun a lot more than I usually am, and so I think I just wasn't used to being that tan. Like I said, even the foundations I have that were my darkest colors just didn't even go with me anymore. And so this looked fine in the bottle, but of course once you put it on your face, it's like, ugh. Just go around my eyebrows. I should probably use a smaller brush when I get to my eyebrows, but oh well. I look pretty orange. I hate that, like, the darkness of this isn't bad, it's just the shade looks kind of orange, you know? And I said I was gonna mix it with my other foundations, but sometimes I'm just lazy. In short, and I'm gonna set everything with my Revlon in medium. Like I said, if you buy the few products that I own, you're pretty much set for the rest of my channel, because I will use the same things. It's because like I don't need a bunch of makeup to create a bunch of looks. A couple of palettes and you're good, because you really just want different eye colors. But I feel like if you find foundations that you like, powders that you like, you don't gotta go all around the world, aka I'm broke. That's a different story. So next, I'm using this concealer. Like I said, it's usually way too light for me, but just to balance everything out. So I start off with some dabs there, and then I make a sharp edge. I actually did my makeup in a really weird order. I don't normally finish my eyes completely and then move on to the rest, but we just do different things these days, just to brighten everything up. And just take this here. I wish I really would have gotten my shade in this concealer because it's pretty bomb. I never have my earplugs every time I do videos, and then when I'm editing my videos, I'm like, oh, it looks kind of gross. Sometimes I last so long without putting them on that they start closing up again, and it actually kind of hurts to put them back on. So that's why I don't just slip them on right before video, because obviously my ears are dry and it's better to put them on when you just came out the shower and your skin's a little bit more flexible, I guess. Anyway, this is a little side story. And to set the eyes today, I'm actually using this here. It's from Anastasia. It's the banana thingy. Someone gifted it to me a while back and I just kept it like that. I also had the bronzer, which was super bomb, but it like shattered into a million pieces and I was devastated. And then for bronzer, I kind of want to use this brown shade that we used for our eyes. Let me see how that looks. I'm gonna take this smaller angled brush here. Okay, so another side story. Does anyone remember when Victoria's Secret used to have like a makeup line, makeup brushes? So this is where this comes from, but I love it because it's like a cute little angle. But yeah, every time I look at this brush, I'm like, it's a reminder that Victoria's Secret once upon a time had makeup. Super weird. It might go pretty good. Actually, it's not bad at all. Not too shabby. And I just want to show you guys, you can use stuff for all kind of different things. You don't have to, you know, just use an eyeshadow palette strictly for eyeshadows. It is all versatile in my opinion. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the dark brown just to deepen that a little bit. But I'm just going to tap on it because I don't want to get too crazy. Not bad, not bad. Tap it a little bit. And I don't know if I want to put, I normally put eyeshadow underneath my eyelids, but I'm kind of here for the brightness, so I'm probably gonna end up doing it anyways. For blush, I'm using my super messed up Wet n Wild blush. Some of the stuff I use here is pretty embarrassing, but I'm just trying to be honest. This is in the color, it just says blush. Look, it just, I don't know what color this is, but I actually really love this blush and I haven't been able to find this color in a while, so that's why I'm just holding on to it for dear life. I just feel like it's a good darker blush. I always follow the same type of shape for my face, which is just bringing this down. I think it just fits my face a little bit better. Just blending everything out. And I'm going to contour my nose ever so slightly. We'll probably use that same eyeshadow color. I'll probably mix both of them. I'll tap the darker one first and then the lighter one. And just taking this here. Whoop. That might be a little bit too dark, but that's okay. We're just going to use that product throughout the entire nose. So I'm not putting any extra, and then I'm going to do a little circle here just to try and get the button effect. Doesn't look too bad. I'm going to just go over it with my foundation brush. And then right here I go pretty crazy because I have a pretty like fat tip there, so I prefer to have it shadowed out right here, and so it looks like my nose is a little bit higher, if that makes sense. And you also want to connect it to your eyebrows so that it all looks like one nose, I guess. And I wasn't gonna do bottom eyeshadow, but I lied. I'm gonna use this brown here again and just putting a little bit on the bottom lash line to give it a little oomph. Very, very subtle. I'm just putting some mascara on my bottom lash line. You know what? Or do I? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it. But very little. Whenever I don't know if I want to do something, I just put the tiniest amount. Because once you do your bottom lash line, it just does a different look than just keeping it bare. And so it depends on the type of look you want to go for. But I think this is okay. It's nothing too crazy. I was going to use a darker brown, but like I said, I just wanted something a little bit lighter. And then for the inner corner, I think I'm gonna go with this one up here. It's like a champagne color, but it's not too light. Oh, that's cute. And then for highlight, I'm gonna use that same color. I'm just gonna grab a little bit here with a fluffy brush. Put that on my high points. You know what? I might go with something a little bit lighter. I'm gonna use the middle one actually. This is actually not doing anything on the cheek. So I'm just gonna use my Physicians Formula one. This is in the Vegas Strip Light Bronzer, but I use it as a highlighter. This one's cute, it's subtle. I'm just taking like the top ones here. I feel like my highlighter just doesn't want to show today. It's not doing a thing. Then I'm taking just a little bit on my finger, putting some on my nose. So next I'm gonna set everything with my Milani. Let that sink in there. I love this stuff. I think it smells so good for lips. I was gonna do like a red color and then I'm like, oof, that might be Christmas. So I'm stuck between these here. I think I'm gonna go with like the more berry color. Let's see how that works. I'm not gonna lie, I can't find my chapstick right now. So we're struggling. I just realized I didn't even say where this lip liner is from. So this is the Italia one in the color Black Currant. So I actually got me a whole pack from Amazon and it came with like probably like about 10 or something like that. And such a cool pack, a bunch of nudes, some like this, but that's why most of my eyeliners are gonna be in this brand. I don't normally do darker colors, but I'm kind of here for it. Also, I pin my hair this way to do my makeup, but I'm kind of here for that too. It gives me like a little vintage feel. So for a little bit of razzle dazzle, I'm actually going to use some gemstones. I got these off of, take a guess, Amazon. I don't know if I want to use like the gold color here or this one's a little bit more orange. I think I'm gonna go with the gold though. I find it the easiest to just put glue on where I'm gonna put my gem and then waiting a little bit and just adding the gem. So I'm just doing one dot here and one dot here. Dude, sometimes I hate having a cat because everything I have has freaking cat hair. So then you just, it's so embarrassing. Oh, I lost the gem. Charm. Just pop that in there. Pop the other one in here. And I went with the one that was a little bit gold, so it can match the eyes better. I just use the really pointy side to move the gem where I want it. Anyways, I think we are done. Thank you guys so much for suggesting a fall look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope they're a little bit easy to follow. I'm still trying to kind of get the hang of it and different angles.